Howdy there. I am about to make dinner for myself, and I just wanted to share this quick message. Um, After watching a very talented guitar player on YouTube, I'm about to eat dinner. I gave my dog dinner. She's drinking water. If you don't know the YouTube guitarist, his name is Bradley Hall. Very talented guitar player. And he just posted a video of him shredding over a song called, it's something like an intermediate exercise. Are you an intermediate guitar player? Play this exercise, something like that. And I was like, okay, let's see what he plays. And I watched it and realized, wait a minute, this guy, like, he's shredding. Like, he's a very good guitar player, okay? Let's just get that straight. And I noticed in the comment section, a whole bunch of people thought they were intermediate, quote unquote, thought they were intermediate. And I don't want that to discourage people because, you know, I don't want to disrespect Bradley Hall for any reason, but this whole kind of misconception of where the average guitar player's skill level is, it's kind of a mess because you don't really have to watch the video to understand. But what I will say about that is, you know, Bradley Hall is a very highly advanced guitar player. And so when he says something is intermediate, he's playing it as if it's not the most advanced thing that he can play. That's why he's calling it intermediate. Now, the reality for most guitar players in the world, I would say 99% of guitar players in the world, most of those people cannot play what he played in that video. And that's kind of something I want to hammer away at, because you see so many people getting discouraged at these just the most incredible guitar players, the most incredible musicians, and they think, well, if this musician thinks this should be easy, I must suck. And that, most of the time in my experience, is not the case. It's just because when someone is so good at what they do, oftentimes they lose touch with the reality of the average musician's experience. And I commented on a lot of those, I replied to a lot of those comments on that video. If you're watching this video and you know what video I'm talking about, the Bradley Hall video, you've got to realize that guy is so good at guitar playing. And here's another thing too. This guy on YouTube is selling likes, he's selling views by being flashy. And, you know, there's some sort of, like, I don't want to call it curb appeal, but there's some sort of just hook that keeps people engaged. So that's part of his job, which is really the big thing here. His job is to be a YouTuber, which means he has to get attention. And, you know, when you do something like that full time as a job, he doesn't really spend time doing anything else. You know, he's had hours upon hours, days, weeks, years, maybe even decades. I don't know how old he is. And again, I don't want to disrespect Bradley at all, but most of these virtuoso guitar players, highly advanced guitar players, any musician for that matter, most of them are significantly out of touch with the reality for people like you and me. And I would even dare to say that I'm a little bit higher than the intermediate level, but I still can't play anywhere near what that guy is playing, what he calls intermediate. So yeah, I don't want to keep this very long, just as a little bit of encouragement to anyone who's struggling in their own guitar playing journey, or whatever instrument you play, because it happens for every single instrument. You know, there's these virtuoso, highly advanced guitar players like musicians in general, just these incredibly talented people that have no idea the average experience of regular people who are playing music, because they do it for their living. You know, they do it every day, day in, day out. And often they don't have the life circumstances that we have. You know, Bradley Hall, for example, I'm sure he doesn't have a part-time job at a grocery store like I do, or like I'm about to start working at. So it's like, it's a super unrealistic expectation. It's super unfair to compare yourself to that guy, because you are probably better than you think. You just have the wrong perspective on what makes someone good. And it's almost all of it comes from people who are extremely talented and just are out of touch with the average person's reality in music. So yeah, if you're watching this and you feel bad about where you're at as a musician, I hope this encourages you. Don't let that stop you from improving, because you can always be better, of course. You can always improve, but just, I want you to realize that you're probably better than you think, and letting people like that decide how good you are is the wrong move, I promise. So just keep practicing. Don't let that discourage you, and you will be just fine. You might even get great like Bradley Hall someday. So yeah, don't let that discourage you, and don't give up. All right, that's all I have for today. Thank you. Take care.